So this will be a very quick look at the two maps that are going to be in the next 3-on-3 tournament. This is just to help people who don't know the maps, and just a quick show of the maps. Basically, this is the first map. This is delivery, and if we go down these tunnels, this is where allies will spawn by these trains. This is pretty much a non-existent area. This area won't ever really be in battle, but they'll just spawn in this area and have three options. They can go up towards the upper hill like I did. They can go right towards this right side, or they can go left towards the lower left side. And I'll go outside just to show you what that looks like as well. And this is where the fight really starts. It's around this area. And you can see that's where they can come up higher, that's where they'll come low left, and that's where they'll come low right. Very, very basic. And they're pushing towards the main compound. They want to plant the left wall or the right wall, or both. Once they planted the wall, it will just give them access to just be able to easily run up. They can boost on these areas. It's hard, but they can boost. And they will want to take the flag, and this will be the forward spawn. This flag in RTCW is always reclaimable. Even this is an ET converted map, and in ET at some point it does get like automatically in your hand. So it's always reclaimable in RTCW, which is great. And then they'll push through. This is just another area which is pretty much not much of a fighting area once the flag is taken. This is one where the fighting really gets started. They'll can push through high area, and they'll go into the office. They want to plant this door to get to the main objective, which is just beyond. And then this is probably the main fighting area in the entire game. This sort of area here, and once this door's blown, this area here. And this is where Axis spawn, just through this door in this nice little cozy room. And Axis can decide it once the door's planted and blown. They'll decide to go all the way along here and into this room, and they pretty much just have to defend this button, which allies is the one of the main objectives, pretty much, to press the button so that the door opens to the truck. And once the door's open to the truck, they can get the objective in. So I'll just quickly zoom back. There's something to mention as well in the upper area. This is where an elevator comes to. There is an elevator that comes in this map, and that's where it comes to. And this is where the elevator is. It's just down. It's a very, very small map. And go back into the main area here. As you can see, the office. So very, very small. And the elevator's here. And they have to press this button here. I don't think I can do it in split. Nope. So that's that. Then everywhere basically interlinks with each other in the lower area. So this is the main train yard, which leads all the way back to the first spawn, as you can see outside. So that it leads all the way through. So effectively, engineers can sneak all the way through and bypass the flag entirely and push through this little office here, and then push up this ladder here into the office to try and get the plant, or they can go around the back to press the button. So this is the main area. And then the lower area again. The one change for ET from ET to RTCW is there's no roof here, so the airstrikes and artilleries are usable, which is actually, I think, a really good thing. This is, I think, which one opens? I think it's the right one that opens. Not 100% sure, but the right one will open, and once it's open, you can get the gold before it's opened, but I think you might have to press the button once for this door to open. So after the first time the button's pressed, this door will open that I'm looking at, and that gold behind will be accessible. And that's the objective. You've got to get the gold from here to the truck, but you have to have the button in control. You have to have the button open, because the Axis can repress it and it can close. That is pretty much delivery. That's as simple as delivery is. So I'm gonna just skip over to church as well, which is pretty small as well. I don't have maps. It's not V1, is it? What is it called? It is called, no, it's called that. I'll just copy paste it from the directory. Not sure what I typed wrong there. That is really strange. I'm going to just scroll up to see what I did wrong there. They're both exactly the same. It didn't let me go on it. Conspiracy. Okay, so this is church. As you can see, actually looks really nice. I mean, one of the things I look at for maps is just like how it looks, how it's been textured. And if someone can texture a map fairly well, you generally know that they can at least format a map to a decent standard as well. So allies spawn at this truck, and this is where they need to get the objective into this truck. So that's just something that you can always remember. Oh wait, it might be Axis that spawns here. I'll just check that. Not sure if it's Axis on the attack. Yeah, Axis are actually attacking on this one. Okay, that's something. I nearly messed it up. So it's Axis that are attacking, and Axis are trying to go for the objective. And in this area, there's two main areas to go. You can go into the main church, or you can go into the lower, like, ducks area, which is probably going to be rarely used, but we'll see. Basically, there's two ways to go. The two are lower areas, as you can see. They both go into the same areas. And as most churches and castles and any sort of like something massive, it's pretty much a massive symmetry area. As you can see, both sides exactly the same. You can destroy these doors to go into other areas. And if you destroy this door here, it leads to this door up here. And the same on the other side. That door leads to that door. And every area moves along. These chandeliers, you can jump on them. When you jump on them, they then start to swing like mentally. And you can also destroy them, and then if they hit someone, it instant crushes them. And this is just the main area of the map. You can see like both sides are pretty much exactly the same. The one difference is this low area here is where the ducks lead to, those ducks from outside, and the low area on the other side has been blocked off from a collapse, and that's just to make it slightly. But these are little hole nooks that you can sort of hide in as well. But this one you can actually bypass and get through the under area here. On the right side, now when you're looking at the cross and when you're looking at the main area of the church, the right side is the Axis spawn and the left side is the objective side. So we'll go through the right side. Again, the upper area is exact symmetry, like here. You can get out both sides. They're actually not exact symmetry. I did just tell a lie, but you'll see why. Here's where Axis spawn, where all the communications are, and they can go up this area to take control. Go through these doors. I don't think I can't inspect. And these doors lead to the outside area that we were just looking at. Let's come all the way back down. And this is not the Axis spawn. I do apologize. This is the Allied spawn. Or they can go through this underground, like, I don't know, spooky, crypty area. This door leads nowhere, but it can be a little bit of a spot to hide in. This left side leads to right behind the cross. So that's another way you can get down and up. So you can have a defense from back here. You can have an LT sort of sitting here, getting revived easily. And then we can have the main objective is this little obelisk. You can play the organ and a little ghost appears. That's a little bit of fun. And when you've got the obelisk, there are a couple of ways out. You can go up this ladder, and you can try and skip along here. This actually the quickest way is probably skip along here and then just bounce along the low area. But you're going to be getting shot, obviously. There is one extra access point into this area. You need to have an engineer to dynamite it. It's this low door, and we'll just skip outside to that, and it's just here. And that is pretty much the map. It's very easy to understand. It can be very complicated to know where they're going because everything looks the same, but in the grand scale of things, there's only really the objective, there's only really the door blow, and that's it. The only small thing to outline compared to other maps, compared to any map I've ever played, is there is this button here. Now this button actually changes the spawn time for both teams. Actually no, it doesn't. I think it changes the spawn time for the defending team. So what a defending team can do is try and take control of this button and shoot down. They've just got to be careful not to get snuck past in the underneath area. If they have someone take control of this button, That gives them, I think, we'll have a little check of that. I'll just go to allies. I think it changes their spawn from 30 to 25. I'm not 100% sure. So as you can see, these areas that I couldn't access before just lead up. And this is like, with a decent config, this is really nice looking map. And you can shoot through all these little side areas. And there's a lot of cover. But I think it should be quite a quick map as well. So we'll just see what the spawn time is. As you can see, it just ticked down from 30 in my spawn time in the top left. And now when I press, my spawn time is completely changed. And now it's 20 seconds. So I actually changed my spawn time to 20 seconds, which is really powerful. And I'm not sure if it changes Axis spawn if they're in control. I don't think it changes it at all. Axis spawn is always the same time, even if they've got the button pressed, I think. We'll see what their spawn time is. I'm pretty sure it's 20, or it could be 25. It is 20. So what the allies can do is even the spawns out, but it's very hard to take control of this button. As you can see, pressing it doesn't change my spawn time at all, I don't think. We'll see. We'll wait until it ticks down. But there are a couple of tricks on this map, and you'll see some players who are very experienced. You can walk on these side areas here. Yeah, my spawn's still 20. And what that can enable you to do is get quite a quick sneak on onto the documents. You can walk onto the side area just here and jump across, and then you're in pretty much on the documents. So you grab the documents, and then you can bounce away from this area fairly quickly. And of course, all you have to do is get out the low door over here and get to there. There are going to be some enemies in the way, of course, but that is the way it is. So that is church. As I'll just quickly run through a couple of things again. So you go behind the cross. There's a way down to the Axis spawn, which is just here. And I say Axis, it's allied. The defending spawn. It's the way to the defending spawn. Too used to Axis defending. Got to get assault in my mind. And this can be an area where there's some gunfights. In 6-on-6 there used to be a lot of gunfights in this area as well. But I think in 3-on-3 we'll see a bit more aggression. Just trying to take control of that button, especially from allies. If teams go too defensive, they're going to I think they're going to get rolled over pretty quickly. They need to set up like stage defenses. There are so many places you can set up a stage defense. Like I've seen teams set up a defense completely around this, because you can see everything. You can see no one can pass you, and you can stop the plant. And these doors, the way they open I think pretty quietly, as you can see. Have someone in here, that sort of thing, and it's all about vision. But that's the map. I'll quickly go to spec again. Very, very small, very, very easy to learn. I think it would take you maybe one scrim to properly learn this map. There are no real secrets. We will go down into the ducks just to give you an idea, but it's going to lead to exactly where I said. I don't think it leads to anywhere else. As you can see, this is the ducks, and there are two ways to get to the way you want to go. See, this way and this way, and it leads up this ladder over here into the little corridor that I was talking about before. I will destroy these doors over here as well, just to give you an idea. So there is one thing I didn't mention, is these side doors. Even in 6-on-6, I rarely ever saw these get used. And this is the spawn camp, and it's really hard to get an angle most of the time. That's why they'll never use. You can shoot the Panzer through, but most of the time it's better for the Panzer to be down low to get the spawn kill. So these rooms are pretty much never used. And this is just to enter the highest area of the map. Actually, there is one thing I did miss out. These ladders on the side, you can go on the top area, but this is pretty risky. You know, if you fall, you're dead, and you easily shot. Not much cover at all. You're pretty much open to every angle. I think I can drop on one of these from here. As you can see, it starts moving, and I think you can just stand still and, you know, so you're not fine on it, but it stands still. You can move with them. You can use them as like to get across areas. And I will blow one up just to show you what happens as well. I think I have to go up the next level. Yeah, I think you have to hit the top of the stem. So up there. 100% sure. I'll try and hit on it. Okay, it's the top of the stem. I'll get the Panzer out, which will not be allowed to be used, I have to say. Oh, I changed my screen back. So that was the binds for you. One moment. I was recording this in OBS. Very easy, very easy. So, I think it's the top. I'll just shoot here just to see. There you go. And if that lands on someone, then you're well and truly gone. I thought you could jump. I thought you could jump and get it for some reason. Oh, you can. There we go. So that's what would happen. I've seen it happen a few times. I think I've seen like a 3-man crush before, but it was like 100% like aimed for rather than like random. There are only a few of them around the map. Only a few of them are actually good. This one just destroys part of the map here. But none of them really give any access or anything extra when they fall down. But for instance, if there was a defense here, you could get someone in up high and just get that chandelier. These little parts of the map are quite good as well. Shooting easily revivable places, and yep, it's just this is a map that was played a little bit in 2005 to 2007 for 6-on-6. I think for 6-on-6 it was a bit too small. It did revert to the Docks Camp automatic, pretty much like what Escape happened in Escape. Although Escape did get a little bit better once the teams actually got a bit more confident on it, but this map never changed. But I thought for 3-on-3 this could be nice, and it at least give us another option for maps. At least we can't say that there's not enough map options in RTCW at the moment. So yeah, and as you can see, it does look pretty good as well. This is with fog on though, with fog off. Again, there we go. Still looks good. With the gaming configs, it will be dumbed down a little bit, but that's the way it is. So thanks a lot, guys. I hope you do enjoy this map for the cup, and just make sure you play it. It's all about playing it.